Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. Today I am going to continue the article on Breaking the Shackles of Superstition, which is printed in a newspaper, the New Indian Express, in 2000. Psychiatry started developing as a branch of science and exposed witchcraft, sorcery, and other such evil practices. It was soon realized behind the accusations of witchcraft and sorcery and the like that there exist hatred, jealousy, illicit relationships, love affairs, mental diseases, mentality of persecution, greed, ignorance, family feuds, and machinations to have hold on others. Social, economic, political, cultural, and psychological factors also contribute to the belief in witchcraft and sorcery. Unstable mind, psychological depressions, unfulfilled desires, hysteria, stubbornness, and many other cultural factors enable the growth of belief in witchcraft and sorcery. In the most backward regions of India, the belief in witchcraft and sorcery thrived. In 1976, in a village in Nalgonda district of Andhra Pradesh, was the scene of mass hysteria due to the fear of witchcraft and sorcery. 26 women and 2 men were attributed to be the victims of witchcraft and sorcery, and they accused some people as the sorcerers. The superintendent of the mental hospital in Hyderabad visited the village and examined the so-called victims. He declared them as psychiatric patients and they were treated. But fear spreads like wildfire and some people were persecuted for being sorcerers. In 1980, the fear of Banamati or witchcraft again came to the fore in Rangareddy district of Andhra Pradesh and in Bidar and Gulbarga districts of Karnataka. It is interesting to note that all these districts were part of the former Nizam state where the fear of Banamati recurred many a time. The Nizam of Hyderabad even constituted Banamati squads. Even after the integration of the native states of Hyderabad, these areas remained backward and were neglected. When the fear of Banamati reached epidemic proportions, the Karnataka Legislative Council constituted a committee to investigate the problem. Dr. H. Narasimhayya, member of the Legislative Council, headed the team in which some psychiatrists from the NIMHANS, that is National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, Bangalore, were members. Professor Narasimhayya is a well-known humanist. The findings of the investigative team revealed in unmistakable terms that Banamati and witchcraft do not exist at all, and it is nothing but a fear complex perpetuated by the vested interests and rumors which played havoc with the people. The investigative team also revealed that some of them were having mental and social problems. The findings of the committee were published in the form of a book. In 1983, the fear of Banamati gripped Medak district of Andhra Pradesh. Incidentally, Medak district is also a part of the former Hyderabad state. The scare of Banamati led to political, social, and psychological problems. Illiterate and innocent people were persecuted. 5 people were murdered in 1983 on the pretext of being sorcerers. Earlier, 4 people were murdered and police had to open fire to prevent 2 people from being killed. In the name of driving away the evil spirits, collective fines were imposed on the people by the exploiters. Thus, money was extracted from the poor and the illiterate. The village elders collected the money. After collecting the money, they would invite a sadhu or some witch doctor to perform a puja against the so-called evil spirits. Thus, the so-called holy men and village headmen shared the spoils at the expense of many. It had become a profitable business proposition and the cheats thrived on the ignorance of many. The problem is rearing its ugly head once again in places like Gopalpeta, where recently a person was hacked to death on suspicion of practicing sorcery. When the fear of Banamati, that is witchcraft, reached epidemic proportions and also turned into a law and order problem, and the then superintendent of police of Medak district and the district administration invited Atheist Center, Vijayawada, to help them to resolve the problem. Immediately, the Atheist Center sent a team headed by Dr. Samaram. The team consisted of a psychiatrist, a dental surgeon, a hypnotist, a magician, social workers, scientists, and social scientists. The 11-member team toured extensively in the district. Apart from addressing big meetings, thousands of the so-called victims of Banamati or sorcery were examined by the medical doctors and interviewed by the scientists. The total number of victims were around 7,000. The team organized practical demonstrations to dispel superstitions. The team of medical doctors made it clear that a majority of people who are victims of sorcery and witchcraft had been, in fact, suffering from physical and mental ailments. They had schizophrenia, depression, paranoia, hysterical neurosis, epilepsy, impotence, and other sexual disorders. Majority of them had psychiatric problems. Some of them were suffering from illusion and delusion of the supernatural and the occult. The team met thousands of such people in the large meetings organized by the district officials and examined them individually or collectively. The findings of the team of scientists were discussed in the state legislature, and the state government sent doctors and psychiatrists to Medak district. Their initiatives dispelling witchcraft and sorcery received wide coverage in the press and radio, and it was helpful in dispelling superstitions to some extent. The fear of witchcraft and sorcery is being perpetuated by the vested interests to maintain their hold over the illiterate and ignorant. Only a constant process of education, better medical facilities, and psychiatric help would accelerate the pace of change to root out the belief in witchcraft and sorcery, which is culturally rooted and associated in the belief of supernatural powers. Today, when we talk about a global village and of wireless connectivity, a world in which even the human genome is being mapped, there is no place for belief in sorcery or its perpetuation by vested interests. It is the task of every responsible government to sensitize people to these issues. The larger responsibility, however, rests with society at large to root out these social evils. Knowledge must prevail if ignorance is to be banished, and it is the task for all of us to make sure that it happens. Thank you, and here ends the article. We will meet again in the next episode again.
For more videos, please subscribe to this channel Positive Atheism and activate the bell icon. Please download Samaram Multi-Channel app and watch your favorite channels from your mobile. App available on Google Play Store and subscribe to the channels.